Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Savita and I'm back with another exciting video. So guys, in this particular video, we are going to discuss one more new framework for creating LLM based application. Yes guys, so apart from LangChain and Llama Index, we have one more framework which is gaining so much popularity for creating this LLM application and all. The name is Haystack. So let's begin. Let's start with the video. So first of all, guys, let me show you my YouTube channel, and then I will show you the further thing. So here, guys, you can see my YouTube channel. Now I'm creating a video on top of the generative AI, and here within this 3 days, I created three video with respect to this RAG application. So in the first video, I showed you the LangChain, that how you can create the RAG application by using this LangChain, OpenAI, and FIS. And then I created one more video on top of the LangChain itself. There I explain you the open source thing. So there I took this Mistral AI instead of this OpenAI model. And then I shown you the complete open source thing where I use this Llama index along with the Mistral AI. So now you have all three flavor. And yes, if you are like willing to create the RAG application, if you are willing to learn, definitely you can refer this particular video. Now it's time to learn something new, and yes, in order to that, we are going to explore one more new framework, that is Haystack. So first of all, guys, I will show you the website of the Haystack. Now, for that, you just need to search over the Google. Here you don't need to write Haystack. It's a framework. It's a Python framework for creating, specifically for creating the RAG application. In version 1.x, they have defined that this framework is specifically for the RAG application, but now it is supporting too many things. So I will show you, I will give you the quick walkthrough of the website, and definitely you will get to know. And then we'll try to understand the differences between this Haystack and the LangChain as well, that what is the exact difference, and then we'll try to do one implementation as well here itself in this particular video. So please make sure that you are watching till the end. Now here guys, you can see this is the, okay, not this one, I think we opened the wrong one. The spelling is Hay. So Haystack, this is the spelling. And here guys, you can see this is the website of the this framework. Now this framework by the deepest, and here you can see the complete detail of it. So simply they are writing over here, the production ready open source AI framework. And here you can see they have mentioned Haystack 2.0 is live, and from here itself it gained too much popularity, and they have added lots of things over here. One by one I will give you the quick walkthrough. So here once you will explore, then you will see that it's highly customizable. Yes, this is definitely true. I even explored it, and I tried so many things from here, and really it's amazing. And it is giving the, uh, the tough competition to the LangChain and the Llama Index. After this one, I will show you that. Now, building with leading LLM provider and AI tools, production is where it get real. So it is providing you three things. First, it's a highly customizable, means you can customize according to your requirement. And then it is providing you so many AI tool, okay, so many like LLM APIs and all, so that you can use the different agent tool or different model basically. And then finally you can productionize it also. After that, you will find out that what all type of use cases we can solve by using this Haystack. So we can create multimodal AI, we can create the conversational AI, we can create this content generation, agent application, agentic application, and advanced RAG. So in 1.x, they specifically mentioned the framework with respect to the RAG, but now they have added so many things. And once I will show you the documentation of it, definitely you will be surprised. Now, multimodal AI means what? So here you can create the RAG system where like not even the text data, you can handle the audio, video, or other type of data as well. So multimodal AI means the AI, the model which is able to handle the different type of data. Conversational AI means what? Kind of chatbot, right? So we know about the chat GPT and Bard. It's a conversational AI where you can make your conversation. Content generation. So yes, it is also a product very like popular product of the NLP where you can generate a content. And again, ChatGPT is an example of it. Agentic application means any third-party APIs and all we can connect with that, so that we can fulfill the requirement of the user. If my LLM is not able to do that, advanced rank also it's a we are trying to learn this one only. So there we just manage one knowledge base and we augment the response of the LLM. So this is kind of the use case of the Haystack, which is able to solve it. Now here they have given you like some other thing if you want to join the community and all. Now the very amazing thing, the documentation itself. So here you just need to click on this Haystack 2.0 is live, right? So once you will do that, you will get entire detail of this Haystack 2.0, right? What all changes basically they have made and all. Now first of all, let me show you the documentation of it. So here once I will show you the documentation, so just look over here guys, and here you will find out lots of things related to lots of detail. So just look over here, just look into the documentation. They have given you like how to start from this Haystack, how to install it, right? Migration guide also. Migration guide means what? So if you are using this Haystack 1.0, then how you can migrate to Haystack 2.0, right? So definitely they have given the complete guide of it. Now telemetry guys, it's an amazing feature. I haven't seen this feature in LangChain or Llama Index. So here actually they are tracking your data and all. So if you are going to define that this telemetry inside your code, so they will get to know that which type of data you are using, which type of model you are using, what is your output and all. And here based on that only it's going to be improved. So you can read about this telemetry and all, and it's like pretty amazing thing. Then here you will find out some other thing like pipeline is a very important part of it. Component is a very important part. We'll create the pipeline. We'll create one basic RAG application. So by using this particular thing, then definitely we'll get to know. Then here you can see the document is stored. So how we can store the document, that thing also you can see over here. Now apart from this one guys, here you will find out that it support lots of document store, right? Not even in memory. It supports as it support Astra, ChromaDB, Elastic, Melbisius, okay, Melbisius, MongoDB, Neo4j, and here you can see PG Vector, Pinecone, Quadrant, VP8. Just like write the name, okay, just take the name and it support all the vector database, and not even the vector database, it support all like a different NoSQL based database also. And here they have given you the API references also for the audio, for the builder, caching, classifier, connectors, converters, right? Each and everything you can explore from here, and you can build a powerful application by using this Haystack, right? Now apart from this, you will find out the evaluation techniques over here. You'll find out the advanced like technique where you can do the different augmentation and all while you are retrieving the data, okay? So you can use the different knowledge base, you can use the different like LLM and all. Everything you can manipulate over here by using this particular framework. Just wait, I will show you that as well. Now development part. So yes, development, now here you can see it provide you the GPU acceleration, tracing, logging, each and everything whatever we were able to see inside the LangChain, each and everything it is providing to you. But here the question is when we should use the LangChain and when we should use this Haystack. I will come to that also. But here I think you are liking this particular framework, and now maybe you are willing to use this one. So first of all, guys, I would like to show you a few more things. Let me show you the LangChain documentation as well, because it's very popular and we are using this particular LangChain since a long time. Now here, if you will look into the LangChain, so here also you'll find out like a different component, retrieval component, composition component, right? Like tools, agents, chains, which is a very popular part of the LangChain. Right now here you will find out the integration part. So we can integrate in this LangChain with the AWS, Google, Hugging Face, Microsoft, OpenAI, with many more, right? And it's like very powerful. Now component also, the component which you are seeing over here now inside the Haystack. Now here you can see the extensive list of the component just to make the powerful application. Okay, now here you will find out the guide, API references and all many more things like this LangChain is providing to you. So here the question is, which one should I use? Should I use the LangChain and this Haystack? Which one is having the upper hand? So according to my experience, according to my knowledge, I would say this LangChain is having upper hand. Why? Like you will ask to me, Sunny, do you have any proof? Like whatever you are saying, yes, I have proof, and let's try to understand that also. because I just like kept the differences between this LangChain and this Haystack, and even with the Llama index, right? So Llama index one I will show you in the next one, next class, next tutorial. Otherwise, this tutorial is going to be very, very long. So let me show you the Llama index document also, guys. Here I kept that also. So Llama index also provide you like so many things, but here it is having some restriction with the third party APIs and all. And with the rag, actually it is also a very, very powerful thing. So you have now different choices: LangChain, Llama index, and even Haystack as well. So let's try to understand the differences between this Haystack and this LangChain first of all, because LangChain is a very powerful. So here I'm showing you one blog from the LinkedIn itself. So here actually this Sarfraz Navas, okay, so this person has written one article, and based on this article I find out this very, very like intuitive, and based on this one basically I got to know the differences. Means I can highlight some differences. Now here you find out the website of the LangChain. So let me zoom in, and I hope now it is pretty much clear to all of you. Now here you can see the website of this LangChain. So here this is the website of the LangChain, and here's like now cost and model. So here actually this LangChain, let me take a pen and let me write it down something if it is required then. So here you will find out open source business model appears to be valued added service on top of open source to large enterprise, right? Here it is supporting to the APIs, the paid APIs and the large model. Okay, both. Now here you will find out Haystack open source presumably support parent company deepest other products like deepest clouds, right? So it is supporting to like open source model and the other APIs, and most of the thing basically it is borrowing from the parent company, right? That is what, there is a deepest. So I hope this thing is clear. Now funding wise, so this LangChain actually it got like funding around $10 million, and here you can see this Haystack $45 million. I think it's a bigger one compared to this LangChain. Now here out of the box integration and tools, so here you will see LangChain having integration with AWS Lambda, Apify, Hugging Face, and in YouTube. Now Haystack actually it's a fewer but allow user to create custom tools and pipeline. Right now, if you will look into the Haystack documentation, so here let me show you that Haystack documentation. And here, if you will go and check with the integration, so you will find out now in this 2 point tags actually, you will find out the integration with the different APIs and all. So it is supporting to AWS, Anthropic, Assembly, AstraDB, Azure Translate, okay, Azure, Basic Agent Memory, right? Chainlit, Chroma, Cohere, Context, just take the name, guys, and it is supporting to everyone, right? Here is like this much of integration which is available from the Haystack. And here if you will look into this particular differences, so you will find out that yes, LangChain is supporting this, and now Hugging Face is also doing that. Sorry, this Haystack is also doing that. Means in the Haystack also you will find out the different integration in the tools, right? Now if we are talking about the community, guys, so definitely this LangChain is having upper hand. So if you will go and check with the GitHub of this LangChain, so let me show you the LangChain GitHub, and here you will find out LangChain GitHub. Simply I'm searching about it. So here you will find out the number of stars and the number of four, right? Just look over here, and here you will see the number of contributor around 2588. So this is the number of contributor. Now on same hand, if I'm going to check with the Haystack GitHub, so Haystack GitHub, so here actually you will find out in this Haystack GitHub so the number of star and the number of four. So here it is just 13,000, and the number of 4K is 1000, and here if you will look into the contributors, the contributor is 243. So by seeing this one you can simply identify that who is having the great community support, right? So this LangChain is having great community support, and that's why like it's very much popular, and it's like very much useful and like functionality rich as well. Now here if we are talking about the complications, so here you will find out rather complicated abstract almost every concept into a class. Example, even a simple Python f string is abstracted into prompt template. Your opinion of this may depend on your affinity, very object oriented. Means this is trying to say that in a LangChain you will find out everything on a high level, you know, like on an abstract level. Means you don't know like what is happening in backend, right? Complication wise like it's not a complex one, it's an abstract one. So here you just need to use the top level component, and rest of the functionality will be hidden in the backend. Now the same thing here inside this Haystack, simpler to open, read, understand, and use out of the box, right? So here it is simple compared to the LangChain. It is easy to track, and even like they have mentioned some low level functionality also, so that you can connect at the same point of time. You no need to like go and check with the raw code from the GitHub and all. There itself in the functionality you will find out that. Now simplified workflow description, so prompt and model OIO, agent toolkits, everything you will find out over here as well. Node pipeline agent, everything over here as well. Data connector and tools, so robust set of toolkit like loader, transformer, embedding model, vector DB inferences, set of many tool like converter, classifier, retriever, and seemingly slightly less bells and whistlet, right? So the same type of thing you will be find out over here as well. But definitely this LangChain is having upper hand in terms of tools, agents, chains, and all. Now, conversion memory. So here we have several options inside the LangChain. But if we are talking about the Haystack, there you will find out the few options, right? So yes, definitely this LangChain is having upper hand. Output parser. So here you can see it's more flexible in structuring the model response, right? And here limited parser option means in this also LangChain is having upper hand. Debugging wise, so here they have given you the proper LangSmith, right? Where you can track your application, where you can monitor it, but here you won't be able to find out any specific tool. So there also LangChain is having upper hand. Now other features, so other feature wise, it will provide you the callbacks, right? It will provide you the asynchronous support, right? This LangChain, and here you won't be able to find out this one, but here you will find out OCR, pre-built REST API and all. So here also LangChain is having upper hand. Now other comment, more tools, but some may crash, entire app may crash when query is meaningless. Now can't retrieve data after 2021 seems to handle meaningless query better. So here guys, the overall comparison is, if we are going to check about this LangChain versus Haystack. So definitely if I'm giving like 80 point to this Haystack, so definitely this LangChain is having 19 point out of 100, right? So this LangChain is having upper hand based on this entire comparison. But now this Haystack also is getting popularity based on this documentation too, which they recently released, I think in March only. If you will go and check with this Haystack, so you'll find out in the March itself, not this one, this one. So in the March itself, actually, they have released it. Okay, this document 2.x. So before that, actually, they were using this 1.x only. So yes, overall, it's a good one. And now you can decide between this different framework. Now, guys, here if we have tried to explore this thing, so definitely we'll have to create one rack pipeline as well. Now, not a one. We'll try to create many more, right? So 2 to 3 tutorial I'm just devoting to this Haystack, so that you can understand easily, and easily you can make the differences. Okay, now what we can do, so here you just need to click on this tutorial. So they have already given you the tutorial, the different tutorial basically. So you just need to go through with these particular tutorial if you want to understand about this Haystack, right? So different type of like rack pipeline, okay, different type of chat agent and all they have provided you over here. So here actually I am starting from very basic. So let's try to create one a basic rack pipeline over here based on the documentation itself. So if you will look into left hand side, so you will find out beginner, intermediate, and the advanced one. So let's just look into the advanced. So here you will find out that how you can build a chat application with function calling. Now intermediate one, how you can create the rack pipeline, how you can create the QA system, how you can create the agents. Now in the beginner also you'll find out the rack pipeline and all. Now just test, okay, now just test some functionality and just see the like the function and the different import statement and all with respect to this Haystack. So let's begin, let's start. And now I hope you got to know that what is the Haystack. Okay, so if you want to know more about this documentation 2.0, definitely you can go through with it, you can learn more about it. Okay, and apart from this one, if you want to know that what all thing they have changes inside 2.x, that is also available. So let me show you where you will find out this thing. So just search about this Haystack. This is the website link of this Haystack, and here you can read over here. So this Haystack 2.0 they have released, right? So the first beta release they did in December 23, and now it is available for the public. So recently in the March itself, in the first week of the March, they have released. So yeah, here you can see 11th of March they have released this Haystack 2.0. Okay, so fine, let's start with the practical. So first of all, guys, what I'm doing here, so here I'm going to open my notebook and simply I'm putting the heading. So here the heading is what? Here the heading is RAG application using Haystack, STACK, and OpenAI. So yes, guys, initially I'm going to use OpenAI over here for creating this particular application. Got it? Now, guys, let me give you the definition of it. So first of all, what is the definition of this haystack? So here I am putting the definition so that you can go through with it and you can read about it. So here is the definition of haystack. We talked about the LangChain and all. Now we have one more thing, and here, like, definitely we'll try to explore it. So what is the haystack? So here I kept this thing also. So if someone is going to ask you, if you are going in an interview, so definitely you will be able to answer if you are watching to my tutorial. Okay, great, guys. Now let's try to download something over here. So here, guys, this three library will be required. Now what all library will be required? So here, let me copy and paste this library, but before that I will have to connect the runtime. If I'm not doing that, in that case I won't be able to execute it. So here what I'm doing, I'm just selecting the runtime and then change a runtime type, and here I'm selecting this GPU. Just click on the GPU and then save it, and finally we are done. Now just click on this connect and it is getting connected, guys, and then we'll install the library. So over here I'm using this particular syntax bash. So you can use the individual percentage, or else you can use the exclamation mark, or else directly you can write like this. In each and every cases we'll be able to install it. Now let's try to execute it, because we already connected with this T4 GPU. So here you can see the RAM and this disk space. So yes, guys, it is installing. Until what I can do, I can write the other in other line of code. So here, guys, you can see in memory document is stored, and here what I have this document is stored. Okay, so in memory document store means what? We are going to store the data in the memory itself. How we are going to store that? Maybe in the form of uh, one data structure. So mostly actually we store the document in the form of key and value. Okay, so if someone is going to ask you, you are using in memory document store. Now in which format you are going to store the data? So simply you can say that I'm storing the data based on I'm storing the data in the form of key and value. Now if you want to know about it, so definitely you can check with the backend functionality of it, right? Backend functionality of this particular class. So here, guys, what is happening now? It is getting installed. Three module is required. One is haystack AI, second is dataset, and the third one is the sentence transformer. So let it install, and then we'll see the further line of code. So guys, here we have installed our libraries. Now let's try to run this code. So where we are going to initialize in memory document store. So how to import it? Simply you can write haystack. Inside the haystack we have this document store. This is the module. Now here is a class, and here is the, so here is the mod, this is the module actually, and here is the class inside this particular module. So we are creating an object of this particular class. So this is the parent folder, this is the child folder, this is the child folder in memory, and then here is the class name. Now let me create an object of it, and here, guys, we are done. Now what is required? So guys, whenever we want to create a RAG application, so every time we require the data, because there actually we are maintaining one knowledge base. So I think I shown you I shown you that RAG pipeline. So let me show you one more time. So here is the RAG pipeline, guys. This one you can see. I hope it is visible, and it is not hiding behind me. Okay, so this is visible to all of you. So data, we require the data, we have to extract the data, we have to make chunks, we have to create an embedding, and then we have to store the knowledge base. So now let's try to get the data. So which data I'm using over here? So here, guys, I'm using the data from the Hugging Face space, right? So first of all, let me write over here from data set. What I'm going to do, I'm going to load the data set, LOAD underscore data set. Okay, data set. Now here what I'm doing, so from here stack, now here I can write simply hey stack key, and from here actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to import the document. Okay, document. Now this two library is required. Now here what I need to do, I simply need to load the data set. So simply I'm writing the data set over here. So this is the ID of the data set. Don't worry, I will let you know about this data set which I took from the Hugging Face itself. Okay, so this is the data set, guys. Now what I'm doing here, I'm just keeping inside the data set. So once I will load this data set, so here actually you will be able to find out different. So here see, it is downloading from the Hugging Face space. Now here I mentioned the train means I'm just taking a train data, nothing else, right? So here I'm writing this data set. So once I return it data set, so here you will find out a different attribute with respect to this data set: content, ID, content type, metadata, hash key, score, embedding, and all. Now what I'm doing over here, so here actually if I'm going to write this data set, okay, data set dot uh okay, or else what I can do, I can simply execute a for loop over here. So data set dot in data set. So here what I'm writing, I am just writing this print statement, and here I am just going to print this dot. Now let me show you, we have this ID, content, and all, right? So see, here if I'm going to be explore it, so in the content, actually in this content you will be able to find out the data, right? So simply if I'm writing this content dot content, right, so here actually you will be able to get the data. Now this data is actually, it is available in the form of table, right? So data attribute is not having content. I think we need to write a content somewhere else. Okay, so it's like this content. Okay, perfect. Now let's see whether we'll be able to get it or not. So this is my data, guys. So print data. So this is my data. Okay, this is my data. Now this data about what? So here, guys, you will find out this data about this 7 wonders, right? So I kept one Wikipedia article and wonders of the world, right? So wonders of the world. So 7 wonders of the ancient world. So here you will find out this entire detail and all regarding this 7 wonders of the ancient world. Now the same data actually, it is available over the Hugging Face. So let me show you this particular data. So once you will search over the Hugging Face space, right, or Hugging Face data inside the data set, someone has uploaded this particular data inside the Hugging Face space, and that's why we are able to access it. Okay, so here the data name is what, 7 wonders. Now just go and check with the data. So here we have this ID, and we have this content. Now apart from this one, you will be able to find out other attribute also, like content type, metadata, ID, hash key, score, embedding. So the same attribute, same column name actually I was getting over there. Now my main content, it is available over here, right? So we are using this particular data, right, this particular data, and this is what, guys, tell me, this main data actually, this particular data with respect to this 7 wonders. So okay, so this is the person name, or this is the ID of this particular person who has uploaded this data, and the data name is what, 7 wonders. So this is the entire ID of the data. Now we are going to use this particular data for what, tell me, for creating our RAG system. So whatever I will ask regarding this 7 wonder of the ancient world, so definitely I will be able to get that particular information, right? So let's try to use it. Let's try to get this data. So already I did it. Now what I'm doing here, from here actually I want to get this content, right? So I have written one line of code, and with that actually we'll be able to extract this content. So here, guys, what I'm doing here, I've written one list comprehension, guys, please understand it. So this is my for loop which I am running on top of the data set, on top of the features. Now here, from here I'm extracting two things. One is what, one is the content. The second thing is what, second thing is the metadata regarding that particular content. Okay, and then I'm passing to this document. Document means, so from where I'm going to be import this document. So here if you will look into the document, guys, so from here, guys, don't be bored, right? So it's going to be like a little long, but not that much. Within like 5 to 7 minutes I will wrap up. So here is what, here's the document. Now I'm going to be convert my data in this particular format. So I hope, guys, I'm explaining you in a clear way, and definitely you are learning something from here, and that is my motto for all of you. So here what I'm doing, I'm going to be collect my data, content and metadata. Now let's try to get it. And here is what, here is my document, because if we want to pass the data to the in-memory database, right, for the embedding and all, so we'll have to convert the data in this particular format. And yes, this thing I got from the documentation itself. So here you can go through with this particular documentation, and you will get it over here. Okay, so let me show you where, here, guys, right? So just visit it, just try to read it, and definitely you will be also able to understand. But here I am explaining you everything in a simplest way. Now what I'm doing here, so guys, this is done. Now we required something. We required one model for the embedding. So here what I'm doing now, so let me show you this dog, and it is available in the form of document. So this URL actually it's nothing, it is representing to the metadata, and along with that we have this content, this particular content. That's it, nothing else. Now what I'm doing here, so here I'm going to be initialize one model for what, tell me, for the embedding. So this is the model actually I am taking it from the Hugging Face itself, this all mini LLM LM L6 V2, right? You can simply check with the Hugging Face, you will get it. Now here I'm calling this warm up. Warm up means what? We want to load the model. If you want to load the model, we have to use this warm up, guys. From where I took it, guys, I just refer the documentation, and there also like you will get it. So let me show you where this warm up. See, this is the warm up, and here you will find out this warm up. Write the model name and call the warm up to download the embedding model. Okay, now let's try to run it and let's try to download the model. After this one, guys, we have something, so let me write down that as well. So here is what, here I have this document. Now let me write this line of code, and here what I'm doing, guys, see, I'm calling this doc embedder, right? So this doc embedder which I created over here, this doc embedder, right? With this particular model I want to generate the embedding now, right? So here is what doc embedder, I am running it, and I'm passing the docs over here. Docs is nothing, docs is a data. Docs is what? Data. I'm passing to what? I'm passing to this doc embedder. Now here you can see, so if I'm passing to this one, so what I will be able to do, I will be able to create an embedding with respect to that document. So first of all, let me pass it. So here I will be able to do that. Now what I'm doing, so document is stored, dot write document. Now here what I'm doing, I'm going to be stored. So here I'm going to be stored the embedding, okay, related to the, here I'm going to be stored, here I'm going to be stored the, here I'm going to be stored the embedding related to that particular document. Okay, so here is the embedding one. We are going to create an embedding by using this particular model, and here we are storing it. That's it, right? Now what I'm doing here after this one, so one more model basically I'm going to be import. Now here, guys, sentence transformer text embedder, right? Sentence transformer text embedder, it's the same model actually we are going to be import from the Hugging Face. And this is for what, you know, this model is for this particular model is for what, tell me. This model is for the user query. So if user is asking the query, now we have to embed that also. We are not using the same embedder over here. Okay, I don't know why they are not using, and even I haven't tried, but if you will go and check with the documentation, they are trying to do a same thing, right? So here they are storing it, right? So they are storing it, they are storing a document, and then you know what they are doing. So here they are like calling this sentence transformer text embedder. Now this sentence transformer text embedder, they are calling it for the user query. So here they have clearly mentioned it, right? So they have clearly mentioned they are using it for the user query. I don't know, I haven't checked with this doc embedder, can we do the same thing or not by using this one, but yes, in the next notebook I will do this experiment, but still I haven't done that. Now what I'm doing here, so I'm going to store the same embedded model over here for what, tell me, for the user query. If someone if user is going to ask someone now, so that also will have to encode now. If you will look into this particular architecture, so definitely you will be getting this thing, see here. So if user is asking any sort of a query, we'll have to convert into the embedding, and then basically we'll have to find out the similarity search regarding that one, right? I hope you are getting my point. Now what do we have to do, now we have to define the prompt template and the LLM, and my work will be done. That's it, nothing else. So here, guys, what I'm going to do, so here actually one more thing basically I need to write it down over here. So in memory embedding retriever, so here actually see, we have stored the embedding over here. Got it? We have initialized the model, this one, we have initialized the model for the user query, right? Now here we are going to create a retriever. Now retriever means what? Means query will come. Okay, query aega. Here we have a document. Sorry, here we have a embedding of the document. We'll have to do the similarity search, right? And based on that, we'll have to retrieve it. So here what we are doing, you know, we are going to create the retriever here. Okay, we are going to create a retriever. So this document is stored, this document is stored. Here we are passing to the retriever. This is what, this is my retriever, and I check with this thing with the user query, right? So here is what, here is my retriever. Now if you will look at my previous session, sir, so that so then the understanding will be more clear to all of you. Now guys, the next thing is what we have a prompt, because to the LLM what will have to pass, tell me. To the LLM will have to pass the prompt only, right? Prompt along with the retrieve document. So here what I'm going to do, so here I'm going to run it, and here is what, here is my prompt builder. Now we are passing the template, we are creating a template. In the template I clearly written, given the following information and answer the question. So here is my question, here I will be generating the answer, and here is my information. Now from where I will get this particular information, this is very interesting thing over here. So let me show you that. So here guys, actually first of all let me load the model. So here what I'm doing, the next step is going to be load the model. Guys, I'm just copying and paste the code because I written inside my notepad. Okay, so please try to understand. Now here guys, see, uh we required the OpenAI API key, which I already added over here inside, where inside my notebook, right? I just need to give the access, and here is what, here is my OpenAI API key. So this one you can check, this one, right? Now here if I'm going to run this particular command, right? So let me run this. First of all let me load it. Okay, just see over here, this is a new way for importing the API key. So here if I'm going to run it, so yes, we are able to import it. Now what I'm doing here, so here actually first of all let me import it. Okay, it is done. Now here I'm checking OpenAI API not in an OS environment. If it is not there, then we'll try to get it from here itself by calling this particular method. It's kind of input method, right? And dynamically we can load the OpenAI API key here, right? Let me show you how. So here if I'm going to run it, so now it will ask me the OpenAI API key. I can simply pass it over here and then hit enter, and then see my key is set. Now simply I can load the model. So here we are going to load this OpenAI, right? So we are going to load this GPT 3.5 turbo model from the OpenAI. So here is what, here is my LLM. Now everything is done, and let's create the rack pipeline, final rack pipeline. Now guys, over here if you look into the rack pipeline, so they have some different code, right? So when I was showing you the documentation, inside the documentation itself, right? So inside the documentation itself, they have mentioned something about the components, pipeline and the component. So here they have the pipeline, and they have the component related to that. So now whenever we have to create any sort of application over here, any QA chatbot and all, so first we'll have to define the component, and then we'll have to make the connectivity between the component, right? And that connectivity is called the pipeline. So component, and from the component we are creating a pipeline. So first let's try to understand the component, that what all component we have, and with that basically you will get the clear cut idea, and then we'll understand that how we are going to connect each and everything over here. Now the first component, so first of all guys, what we'll have to do, we'll have to create the object of this pipeline class. So what we are doing, we are going to create an object of this pipeline class, and then basically what we are going to do here, so here is what, here's my one component, that is what, text embedder, right? The second is what, retriever. Third is the prompt builder, and fourth is the generator, that is nothing, that's the LLM. So text embedder means what, so like we are doing embedding now of the document, right? Retriever, we are getting a like semantic, we are getting a similar output based on the query. Retriever. Prompt builder means prompt. LLM means what, my final model, which is responsible for the augmentation. Okay, now here is what, here is my component. Now I'm going to run it. Now here guys, you will find out this is my pipeline. Now you might confuse over here, right? Once if you are reading this one now, you might confuse. Once when I was learning it first time, when I was creating the application by using this time, I was getting confused. But here in the documentation actually they have clarified this particular thing. Now let me show you what they have clarified over here. Okay, so somewhere here itself you will be able to find out. So this is the builder, or not this one, builder, this is the integration one. I think this is not one. Let me show you that, guy, just wait. So integration, here's transformer, right? Now guys, here if you will go and check with this pipeline, so you will get the clear cut detail of the pipeline, right? So what is the pipeline and all, everything actually they have defined over here. Now inside the pipeline actually we have to add the components. Okay, that is fine. Now here you can see retriever and all, define the prompt template, prompt builder and all. Okay, OpenAI generator means model, and then you will find out this one. Okay, creating pipeline. Now just click on this creating pipeline. So here you will get to know that we are going to create a pipeline, right? So we are going to connect all the components over here. So here simply, right, simply if you will look into this particular if you will look into this particular code, and simply you will get it. So this left one actually it's an output. The output we are getting from the previous component, and this output actually we are passing to the next component. Getting my point? What we are saying over here inside this pipeline.connect. If you will look into this particular code, right? I'm explaining you this thing. Otherwise, you are going to be very confused, right? So here text embedder. Now let me show you the architecture again. So this is my architecture. Now see, my data is available over here. Okay, based on the query I will get some response from here, this one. Okay, this one I will be getting some response over here based on the query, right? So here is what, here is my input. This embedding means my knowledge base. Retriever dot query embedding means we are passing the query and we are retrieving something. So here is my input and this is what, this is my output. Everything is working in a backend. You just need to make a connectivity over here. Then here you can see we are getting a retrieve, and we are passing this retrieving document to which one? To my prompt. Okay, to my prompt. If you don't know about this pipeline, please go and check with my previous video. Definitely you will get that. To my prompt, right? And then prompt builder and then LLM. So we are making a connectivity from previous to the next one. That's it, right? You can refer the documentation. You will get that. Now, finally, it's time to ask the question. So here is my question, guys. Let's try to ask the question over here. And my question is going to be, what does a Rhodes statue look like? So here simply I can ask this particular question, and here I will have to pass in this particular format. So first this basic pipeline dot run. Here we'll have to pass this question, and here this text is what is question, and to the prompt builder also we'll have to pass this particular question, right? So what we are going to do here, so we'll be getting the response, and let's see what will be the response over here. So how we can get the final answer? Now let me check what is the issue. Error message, API provided, incorrect API provided, incorrect API provided. Okay, let me check, guys, is it correct or not? So here OpenAI API key, it should be correct. Why it is saying like this? Generator is fine, pipeline is fine, and this is fine. Found, not found the pipeline. Okay, guys, just wait. Let me run it again. This is perfect. Now this is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. Now this is fine. So found the pipeline portion. I think uh, not found text embedder. Text embedder. Where's the text embedder, guys? Let me check text embedder. This one is a text embedder. Wait. Let me load it again. Okay. So here is the text embedder already added, and now this is a text embedder. Retriever not found. I think I will have to restart it. Maybe this is getting crashed. So let me check, guys. Wait. Okay, so now here, guys, you can see there was a mistake because of the there was the like issue because of the OpenAI key. I just changed it, and here you can see everything is working fine. You just need to execute this line of code and everything will be working fine. But you need to add the right API key. I think this was expired. Maybe I deleted later before basically, and because of that it was not working. Now everything is working fine. Everything is perfect, and here you can ask any sort of a question. So they have given the question list as well. You can definitely check over here. So these are the question list. Now one by one you can check the different question. So here is this particular list. Now if we are going to ask why did people visit the temple of the Artemis? Now definitely you can check it over here, and simply you need to pass it to this question. And here guys, this is what, this is my question, and now let's check it whether it is working or not. So this is my question, and for getting the response actually we'll have to run this particular code. So here the code is what, the code is basic rack pipeline dot run. Now here is what, so this is my text embedder. I'm passing this question to my text embedder and to my prompt builder also, right? So here is my question, this is what I'm passing. Now I'll be getting a response. Now for getting the response, guys, what I need to do over here, I simply need to check with the response that what I have inside this particular response. So here I'm calling this here I'm checking with this response. There will you will find out lots of like component and all, LLM and all. So inside the LLM actually you'll find out the reply. So LLM, if I'm going to check with this LLM, so here actually you will find out the reply. See, this is the reply. Now simply I can call this replies on top of it. So I can simply write this replies. Okay, so here is what, here is my reply. Now I can extract this one, so by adding this 0. So this is my complete response. Why people visited the template? Here is the response. Now this data set I just selected from the Hugging Face, but you can work with your own data set. Means you can take any sort of a data set, and on top of it you can create the RAG system. So this is the basic RAG system, guys. Now in the future we'll explore other project as well based on this Haystack and all. So yeah, now guys, please try to explore it. Please try to find out the differences. Here I compared with this LangChain, but definitely I'm going to compare it with the we are going to compare this thing with the Llama index also in the upcoming session. So how's the session, guys? Please do let me know in the comment section. Until, thank you, bye bye, take care. If you are liking this video, guys, please hit the like button, please subscribe it, please click on that bell icon so that you will get the notification whenever I am uploading the video. Thank you, bye bye, take care.